Oh my goodness, it's been so long, has it not? We haven't recorded in what? Well, we haven't been live in how long?
Um, I
Since
couldn't tell you, man.
before Thanksgiving. Anyway, this is our new showtime. If you don't recognize my soft, smooth, buttery voice, it is. What time is it? 4 o'clock?
It's about 4:10 right
about
now.
four. Yeah,
But we're gonna shoot for 4 o'clock. That's
Okay.
our goal. Is 4 o'clock.
Okay, it's 4:10 on a Wednesday afternoon. Nobody's having lunch right now. Nobody's having dinner right now, which must mean it is in fact Dunch
Dunch.
time. Time. You say
Dunch
time after.
time.
Dunch time. It is
Well,
Dunch time. Dunch
yeah.
is back on the air. We're going to be doing it Wednesdays at 4 o'clock now. So sorry it took us so long to get in the studio. We've just kind of been, I guess, feeling out this semester, seeing what works for us. And we've recorded a couple episodes off air just as podcasts, had a couple guests on.
Yeah, just look up Dunch in all capital letters on YouTube, and maybe you're gonna find it.
You might.
You
You
might
might
find-
not.
Yeah, you might not find it.
Who knows?
We don't care.
Jet, how are you feeling about being back in the stew today?
Dude, I'm so nervous, and I'm like worried that I'm not using the mic right.
Okay.
Like I'm just watching the levels today. You know, I haven't touched this board in so long.
Mm-hmm.
This is freaky.
And you were bad at it.
I was horrible at
You
it.
were really bad at it.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah. I'd say it feels like October, which is kind of tripping me out right now because, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
I know.
But also, it feels like it was a long time ago. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it was like October is when we were in our prime, right?
I'd say we were in our prime. We are far past our prime. If you guys have noticed that the show has been on a decline, that's on purpose. We're trying not to be funny or clever or insightful anymore. We're just,
Yeah,
we-
in fact, we were gonna start copying other like creators, I think,
Okay.
just to get a little more content.
yeah, I was going to say that's the first I'm hearing of it, but I'm kind of liking the whole plagiarism aspect
Yeah.
to
So,
that. That's cool. It's really cool.
Jackson, what do we do?
Well, first we probably play our theme song.
I guess we could do that. I guess we can play the theme
Suppose
song.
we could play our theme song written by who again?
Joshua Simpson. You can
Joshua
find him.
Simpson. Oh my goodness! I wonder if that guy has a band or
He probably has a Facebook page.
a Facebook page.
Yeah, I bet it's under a Joshua Simpson musician.
Really?
So,
And he has a buzz cut, right? He has like no hair at all. He's like me.
not quite.
No?
Kind of lion's mane. in
Oh,
a way.
okay.
Kind of absolutely beautiful. Kind
Glorious,
of,
you
sorta
might
like
describe it as.
maybe Fabio, sort of like
Interesting. Okay.
you're a housewife right now. All right. I'm just
Okay.
painting an image for
no,
you here.
I'm liking where this is going.
You want to be a housewife?
Maybe.
Okay.
Who
So
knows?
you're a housewife, right? What do you do as a housewife? Right? You've cleaned everything. You've done everything that's stereotypical in being a housewife. You've raised the kids completely. You're
Casserole.
done. You made the casserole too.
What kind of casserole?
Green bean.
Oh, yuck!
Sorry.
I would not make that.
Well, it's too bad. You had to raise the kids.
Yeah, I didn't have time to pick out a casserole that I liked. Then what would I do?
You pick up your rom-com book.
Okay.
Sorry, just a romance novel.
The Midnight Stallion something. It's always got to be. I read one time called The Midnight Wrangler.
Did it have Fabio on the cover?
It was about cowboys.
Did it have Fabio on the cover?
I don't know. No, it wasn't really a Fabio type guy. It was a super bulked up guy. Kind of had like, I don't know, muscles, I suppose you would call him.
Kind of like Fabio-esque.
Yeah, but I feel like a Fabio has to have the ponytail.
He doesn't have to. It's just like long hair.
Oh.
I think of
He
Tarzan.
didn't have long hair. He had a cowboy hat on because he was doing some wrangling at midnight, I
Maybe
suppose.
hiding his Fabio-esque hair.
Okay, we should probably play the theme
gonna
song.
play the theme
We've
song.
been
In
talking
fact-
about this for.
We'll cut my mic first, all right?
Please.
All right,
Thank you.
fine.
All right, guys. Now that it's just you
See how
on
I
with
like
me, shut up. Do me a favor. Stop talking on this show. That'd be fantastic. Now that it's just us, do you guys think we should replace Jet? Because I've really been thinking about it. He's kind of dead weight on this show. Oh man, doesn't it sound good to hear that again?
I'm so sorry. I just set the mic so loud.
Oh,
And
did you?
Not really. Um,
But doesn't it feels good to hear that theme song again, doesn't it?
it feels so
Feels like
good,
a little bit of a
man.
blast from the past.
I missed this.
Except it's going to be our future too, because Dunch is going to keep coming at you weekly if everything goes as planned.
Yeah, if I can just, get it together and edit a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe we can even make the 4 o'clock, time, if you don't have the audacity to, be in club meetings in here.
Yeah, just showing my face where,
Yeah. In general,
just
if we could cut down on that for you,
come on, man.
I feel like that'd be really good for the show.
Come on, that's not very nice. I'm just trying to do my best here.
Well, it's really not working out. It's really, really not working out. Let's go into questions. We're bombing here.
Yeah. Well, no, we got a story first
Nope,
of all.
we're bombing. What's the story?
Lunch.
Huh?
All right. What did we do at lunch? What'd you get at lunch? What'd you get to eat at lunch?
The burrito bowl?
Yeah, you got a burrito bowl. And what did you do? What did you have the audacity to do? Because he got the tortilla. All right. He got a nice big tortilla, and it was a good tortilla, right? They serve some pretty quality tortillas here. They sure do.
They sure do.
Oh, you would know if you ate it because this dude took off the crust of the tortilla.
Okay, here's what happens is you make a burrito bowl and you put your tortilla in there. The center and everything that's like hugging the bowl of the tortilla is going to be warm and soft, and that like homemade, even like Chipotle kind of tortilla flavor, Qdoba, whatever. Fantastic. Really good. The outside, however, is exposed, I guess, to the cold air, and it crusts. Like, it's gross.
It's not gross.
In about 15 seconds, it's compared to the middle, it's gross.
Jackson, have you ever had something called a tortilla chip?
I have. That is intentionally crunchy, and I enjoy that very much.
You know what those are made out of?
What?
Tortillas.
No.
Yeah, no, they are made out of tortillas. So you just took the crust off of a tortilla, like it was your old PB&J sandwich that your mommy made for you for lunch.
Okay, listen here. My mom makes me peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Thank you.
All right. But anyway, this dude, all right, he has the audacity to take the crust of his tortilla, still in a nice halo shape, all right? Mm-hmm. Like the halo of an angel.
I didn't break it. I just ripped it off like a...
Yep, rips it off the head of the... Would it be the head, I guess, if it's a halo?
The head?
Yeah, like the head of an angel, I guess, but it's a burrito.
Suppose?
Yeah, so anyway, you rip the halo off of it, and then you have the audacity to crumple it up and drop it on my plate.
You were done with your food. You had been done with your food for about 15 minutes. I had a bowl, and I had no other place to put it. You then had the audacity to pick it up and put your face through it like a little picture frame there and and act like you were a character from, I don't know, popular internet series The Annoying Orange from 2007? I mean, they're still pumping out content, but they're not culturally relevant anymore, I would argue.
Yeah, I had to croak out a little "Hey Apple" just to...
It was truly terrifying. And Jed is so white that he's like the same color as the tortilla, so it actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, and I have also tons of sun damage on my face too.
It's true.
Which is like the brown spots of the tortilla, So, just don't mind me adjusting the mic levels constantly.
Yeah, I will. Sometimes I wake up, and if Jet has spent the night in my dorm, I'll just slather a little guac on him right in the morning on his face, and it'll take me about a half an hour into eating it before I realize, oh, that's not a tortilla, that's just Jet,
Yeah, I mean, I am a tortilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't eat the crust either, so I don't know why I went on for that for
That's
too
what
long.
I'm saying is, all right, whatever. Let's get into some questions.
Getting some questions.
Some things written down in the Dunch archives, if you might, if Jackson, you may.
You've lost it. Let's be honest. All right, you've kind of lost it.
I've lost my touch, or I've lost my mind, or
kind of all of it.
A little bit of both.
a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because there was a certain way you wanted to start off this episode, All right.
Oh yeah, I completely. Wait, did I remember to do that?
You did not.
Oh man,
You
we'll
forgot.
do it next time.
No,
Oh, I
we're
guess
doing it
doesn't
right
work.
now. All right.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't work now.
Why? Why doesn't it work?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right. All right. Well, you better tune in next week at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday.
But I'm saying that doesn't make sense because we haven't been gone for as long.
So, how long are they gonna have to wait to hear this? Like C-tier
We'll have
joke?
to take. Yeah, no. See? We're gonna have to. After this episode, we'll take another. I don't know, 3-month break.
All right.
Just so I can perform one C-tier intro, and then I'll probably forget to do it then too. So
I'm now going to go into our document that has all of our questions.
It does.
And I will bold it, and we will know that this is the joke. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the bit is you're just gonna hype up this joke, and you're never gonna tell it.
Okay. I mean, it's a really good joke.
Yeah, you just have to forget to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's probably the funniest joke ever told. Jerry
Except for-
Seinfeld tried to write down this joke, and he spontaneously combusted because the gods of comedy didn't think that he was funny enough. Jerry Seinfeld, can you believe it?
I know,
But I've been blessed with this not C tier joke. Is S tier? Is that the highest?
yeah, S tier.
So it goes like all the letters and then A and then S.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, with this S tier joke that it's pretty much so funny. You've heard the word hysterical before. It's kind of put you in a mental institute type of funny, like you'll never stop laughing. So really, for your safety as a listener, I might tell it. I might not. Who knows? You'll have to keep listening, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe he'll tell it when he comes back after the break and he can't stand waiting any longer.
Nope.
No?
No, I'm going to stand strong on this one.
Yeah. Well, I think we should kick it back to a couple of tunes.
Well, I just got a notification from Pinterest, so yeah, I suppose I could take a break from talking.
Okay. All right. You can see where his priorities are at, but...
Exactly.
All right.
All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed that music that I don't know the name or the artist or anything about it. I had fun listening to it while Jet came up with the fantastic idea. He handed me a sticky note and a pen, and he said, during this break, Jackson, write a poem. And he did the same. We both have our poems written that we had to come up with in that music break, and neither of us have heard each other's poems, so I don't know. Do you want to go first? And we'll do kind of a slam poetry thing. If you're driving in your car, when Jet is done, it's customary to take both hands off the wheel and snap.
And snap.
Yep.
Or if you would like to go on to a full-on clap because you're the only one in your vehicle, you can also do that. Make sure you take your hands off the wheel.
It really doesn't matter how you make noise. Just make sure you're not driving safely.
Please drive safe.
Please drive safely. Dunch does not support.
We do not condone unsafe driving.
Yeah.
Please refrain from clapping, snapping, or any other apping noises.
But we're only saying that to avoid a lawsuit. Really, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You want to hit your poem?
Yeah. First of all, I should do a little intro.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
So, you are listening to 89.1, 90.7 KJKT, The Buzz, where music comes first.
Except when we're talking.
Yes. Except when we were talking. And also, 89.1 is currently down for maintenance. It will most likely be back up next Monday. So we are only talking to the people that can hear the broadcast coming off of Terry Peak right now. So our apologies for that. Yep. That is a fact right now.
All four of you?
Yeah. But without further ado, my poem.
All right.
Hoses are green. Sharpie smell nice. Jackson is mean.
Mm-hmm.
Sharpie taste nice. Now,
is that it?
That is it. All I had was a double wide Sharpie and a tiny sticky note, so it was really hard to squeeze words.
Mine doesn't, it doesn't rhyme. It reads a little bit closer to a Shakespeare soliloquy.
Okay.
It's maybe a little romantic, so if you got kids in the car, you might want to turn that dial down. Just kidding, it's not explicit. Shall I compare thee to a Wendy's 4 for $4? No. Thou art more spicy and worth less money. Your love is more important to me than that episode of The Big Bang Theory when Sheldon says bazinga for the first time. Anyway, TBH, you're cool, but we don't talk much. Rating 8.5 out of 10, I guess. I can't be the only one that remembers that when people would be like, hit me up on my story for a TBH and a rating.
I think that still happens. I think we're just not friends with those
bananas.
people anymore.
No, I've seen people that go here, which I'm not going to name anybody, but still posting, YOLOs and stuff, which that's a little bit more, I don't want to say tolerable, but understandable. Yeah. But the people who are still posting those, like, what would you do if we had 24 hours to hang out and we were locked in a room together? Send an emoji and all,
Okay.
I just don't understand. I thought we were living in 2021, but apparently this is still 2015.
So here's my 2 cents on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Right? So with those, you have to be very prepared to get tons of criticism if you're going to do that. Like, you may not
even
the
YOLOs?
You may not even get constructive criticism on like who you are. You might just get blatant insults and stuff like that. But either way, compliments and I don't think are good for you either. Criticism's definitely not good for you. The compliments aren't good for you. The only thing that might be good for you is the constructive criticism.
Yeah, I can see that. I actually did a whole presentation with a group last year on that about online anonymity and how cyberbullying and stuff like that can tie into that, and how with those YOLOs, sure, they can be traced back to you, but you can hide behind that internet mask and you can say things that you wouldn't normally say. Like when somebody has nothing to risk by saying something, they'll say anything, which some people will often be like, oh yeah, that's what I want. I want people to not hold back and give me criticism. But I don't know. There's some people who aren't ready for it, I think. Yeah. And I think that can be a thing that happens to younger kids when the YOLOs and that sort of trend spikes in popularity that I assume can be pretty damaging.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand, wanting to know what people think of you, right? Mm-hmm. But that's just something we were never meant to know, really.
Yeah. I get that.
Do we even deserve to know that? Because, in a good way and a bad way, do you deserve to know what people think of you? Because it might not be as positive as you want, right? You probably want it to be pretty positive.
I've never liked Jet.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
at least he's not hiding behind the anonymity of
the radio.
This is freaking me out, man.
They might not know what I look like. You fellas up there on Terry Peak, how are the slopes? Wait, that is what you said, right? Terry Peak?
Yeah.
That's a ski place?
Yeah.
I've never been skiing or snowboarding, and I'm kind of sad about it.
No, I just had the image in my head that somebody has a boombox on their arm while they're trying to ski down the hill, doing their pizza slices and french fries with their feet, trying not to go too fast, but not too slow.
That's how they did it in the 90s, baby.
But then they only have one pole, so then they're constantly veering off to the side.
It's just going in circles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, I don't know. What are you thinking? Questions?
Yeah.
Or wait, no, we were talking about the online anonymity thing. There's been kind of a movement of Gen Z lately that just talks about, I'm not getting my kid an iPad. How do you feel about that? When do you think is the right time to give a kid a phone or, access to the internet? Or
right away.
Right away?
Right away.
Really?
Yep, I think they need to be as exposed to it as possible. However, if you can limit online chat rooms and stuff like that, I don't care if they're watching, content creators that swear and whatnot, but I don't want them directly talking to people if I can avoid that. Mm-hmm. If it's a comment or something like that on a YouTube video, that can be more ambiguous, but I don't want them replying to comments or anything like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I can't control what they do, and I'd rather them have access than not have access, but I want them to get used to what they're going to grow up with.
Yeah, I can see that. I think there's a fine line that you sort of have to strike between introducing your kids to it, so that they're not like, if they think it's some like way far out taboo kind of thing, then they're going to seek it out when they're with their friends. Obviously, I know if I drop my kid off for uh, like a sleepover, and that kid has technology, and we didn't allow them to have that at my house, obviously they're going to go after that. We've all been kids, we've all been there. I don't really remember where I was going with this. It's a thing I think about a lot.
I think I get what you're talking about. You don't want your kid to be left out. You don't want them to be behind.
Yeah.
In that like social sense of the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I just think knowing what we know now, and there's, better studies being done about what different apps are doing to different people's brains. I think I got to delete TikTok. I think I finally just got to rip the Band-Aid and do it.
I really like TikTok, but I don't watch it very often because I know it's going to ruin my attention span.
I know. I was the same way with Vine. Any app that you have that you can just swipe, ooh, dopamine, hit, swipe, dopamine, hit. If I'm bored with this, dopamine, hit. Attention span, what's it going to be left to,
Exactly. Well, the other thing, too, is if we're ever going to do our Dunch, you laugh, you lose, we can't have this, constant euphoria coming at us of just, stimulation after stimulation.
Sure.
We can't have that until we need it to make content.
That's what we're all about here.
If you're going to ruin your attention span or any part of yourself, do it for content.
Yep.
Please don't do that. If you're listening.
Yeah, leave it to us. We need the views.
Yeah, just watch us do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, question time. Sorry, I kind of took us off there on a...
So, I'm a little confused. There's two things that you have yet to really explain to me.
Okay. Hit me with them, because I don't remember what I put into the archives there.
We're going to let you pick.
Okay. One or two?
Yeah, there's one or two. Which one would you like to do?
Let's talk about... I think I know what one of them is going to be. Not number one, but I know what at least one of them is going to be. So let's hit number one.
Moose Dream.
I knew it. I knew that was going to be it. All right. If you guys have been listening to Dunch for a while, you'll know that I had a stalker sort of type person for a while. When people just show up in your dreams and it's like, hey, what are you doing here? I had a dream, and the only reason I remember this dream is because I woke up and I was half asleep and I rambled about it, and I took a video of myself rambling about it, saved it so that I would remember just how crazy this dream was. And then it showed up in my January recap on Snapchat. It was just me tired rambling, and I was like, oh yeah, that might be something funny to talk about on the show. So, let me set the scene for you. It's sort of like we're not doing the wind. I saw your face. You wanted to go into
I'm ready. I'm holding my heart so I don't have some sort of coughing fit.
So it is BH, and it is sort of like the lunch line, but it's also sort of not. And the stalker girl is hanging out there. And then suddenly there's this like massive skeleton of a moose. It was like all white. I don't remember it specifically being a skeleton. Like I couldn't see the different joints and bones and everything.
So this is a dream, right?
No, this happened yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, this is a dream. So there's this moose and it starts chasing me. And what are you going to do if a moose is chasing you? You're going to run away. So I run away, and suddenly I slip, I fall, it's got me cornered, I don't remember, whatever, but it bites me, and I'm talking, it takes a chunk out of my arm. This moose was not playing. So I go back into the lunch line, and she's still there, and the moose goes back, and it's got like some allegiance to this stalker girl. It's her moose, right? And so I'm going like, oh, that's not right. And I show her what happened to me, and she's like, oh, it doesn't matter. And there's a crowd by now because, I'm bleeding out. There's a giant skeletal moose Taken out of context, this is going to sound very odd.
Yeah, whoever just tuned in right now, this was not a dream. This apparently happened yesterday.
This happened yesterday. She was like, I was like, look at what he did to my arm. And she was like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. And then it was almost like a cringy High School Musical, not like dance battle, but with that intensity of like, no, when your moose bites somebody's arm off, you own up to it. And everybody clapped. I was a hero.
And he probably died shortly after.
I died and or woke up. Pretty much the same thing. But yeah, that's the moose dream.
All right, Jackson. Here's number 2.
Oh, boy.
Heyday Girl.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so I thought about writing this down today when I was in my music.
Jackson.
Yeah?
Is this explicit?
Huh?
Is this explicit?
No.
Okay.
No, so I'm in music appreciation, and I sit in the back, and there is this one girl who sits right in front of me that the teacher, oh shoot, I can't remember his name now. He hardly ever says it, or he's like not on the D2L, so I don't look at it often. Whatever. He's up there pouring his heart and soul into the material that he's teaching us. He's making it accessible to us. He's making it interesting. You can see that he has a passion not only for the material, but for teaching us the material. And it's really inspiring. And there's this one girl who has gotten chewed out a couple times for using her phone, whatever. But she sets up her laptop and she sets up Heyday on her phone and hides it behind there and plays Heyday the whole class. I mean, I'm sort of, part of me is offended for him. Part of me is just like, how is it 2021 and your app of choice, if you're gonna, not pay attention in class, Heyday? Seriously?
Okay, I thought you were like talking about like, I thought Heyday like had like a mascot or something, and that's what you were gonna talk about. So I'm taken completely by surprise.
No, it surprises me, it offends me, it gives me every emotion. And when you're in music appreciation, there's this backtrack of today we were kind of going through some early church stuff, so it's not like Gregorian chant, but it's like that Latin, soft, cathedral type music. And I'm like, wow, this is really beautiful. And I look 2 degrees to my left. Oh, somebody's crops are done. Let's go feed the cows. It's Heyday time. I couldn't believe it. Every single class, I cannot believe it.
Yeah, I mean, she's really not doing what the class is titled, music appreciation.
No.
I mean, unless she's listening to the Heyday soundtrack, like in her free time.
Music was born the day that they created the soundtrack for Heyday.
Yeah.
I've never actually played Heyday. Have you?
I have not, but I've heard that the music is like the second Renaissance. I've heard it's super duper good.
Farmville? Did you ever play Farmville?
Dude, I didn't play any of those.
You didn't play any of like the village games where like Clash of Clans?
I mean, I've tried Clash of Clans. I never really got into it.
No. The one that I really liked was The Simpsons Tapped Out. That's one where you have an account, so I can delete it off my phone and leave it for 2-3 years, which I do this, and then I pick up the addiction again for a week, 2 weeks maybe. I have the most fun I can, and I make slight progressions on this little Springfield town that I've been working on since I was, I don't know, 14 maybe, because my username for that account is Lego Master 224. Find my village if you want. Yeah, no, I really like that one. Did you have, mobile games. Very impactful for me. I don't know if they were for you. Did you have a favorite mobile game?
Yeah, well, I think maybe we should kick him to some music first, but we'll come right back to the mobile games. Jackson, don't look at me like that, please. Like, these people...
Do I look like I'm having a good time on the show anymore?
I think these people are starved of tunes, We hyped
fine,
up
fine.
Heyday music.
No, fine.
The least we could do is give them some
Do we
music.
have Heyday music? Can we legally play that here?
Probably, maybe. If
Video game music?
Here's what we have to do. All right, really quick. So, video game music almost never gets copyrighted, right? Because it's meant to be in the background. So if we can find like a YouTube Let's Play of Heyday and it hasn't been taken down, that is our confirmation that we have the green light to play Heyday music on the radio.
Okay. I think we should find that on the break. Maybe we shouldn't play it on the radio just because I don't want to get fined yet, but we can try for you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna let you know how the main menu music of Heyday is.
We'll give it a little review ski.
Yeah, we will.
And then we'll talk about mobile games, I guess.
All right. But here's your music.
Well, here at Dunch, we like to keep our promises, which means we did, in fact, during that break, go on and find the Heyday soundtrack. The mobile game, kind of like Farmville, Heyday. Jet and I listened to the soundtrack. Let me just say, music like that has never graced my ears before. A beautiful banjo roll that was solidified in its presence, but it wasn't overbearing, I suppose I would say. And then just when you feel as if you have a sense of this composition and where it's going, the slide guitar comes in. Which I've played slide guitar before, and I thought I was okay. No. Until I listened to the Farmville soundtrack, I had never really experienced. I had heard music, but I had never experienced music.
I just gotta say,
Yeah?
whoever composed that masterpiece.
Well, let's find out.
Well, you don't have you actually have to. Oh, okay.
Keep going.
But whoever composed that masterpiece has changed my life for the better. I've decided to quit doing all the drugs that not really, those are prescription. I kind of need those.
Yeah.
But, like, other than that, I mean, I'm just on a better path. I think I lost like 20 pounds and gained it back in muscle, and
Nice.
it was kind of like an enema of music, I guess.
I'm not finding anything. Oh, wait. Produced by Supercell? Okay.
The team at Supercell
Maybe.
did a wonderful job.
Possibly. I don't know that for sure, though.
That's just the people that did like Clash of Clans and whatnot. So
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Is that when it comes on and it goes dun 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 dun?
Yep, that is exactly it.
Nice.
Man, I'm sorry. Did you swallow a smartphone? Did you?
'Cause
You kind of.
Being a little smarty pants today?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel a little called out. Did you get that? Because that was a pun.
I did. So we were going to talk about mobile games. Jet, any mobile games that were near and dear to your heart?
Ooh, okay. So there's this one. It's not just a mobile game. But what was it? Was it Prison Life or something like that? I have to
The
look
stick
it up.
guy?
No, it was
Oh.
it was Hard Time or something like that. Is
Hard
what it was
Time.
called. It's really weird.
If I saw the art for it, I might
Yeah,
know what
okay.
you're talking about.
Oh man, I haven't. My friend Dylan showed me this
Okay.
a while ago, and it's really weird. It's like by M. Dickey or something like that. It is really, really funny. It's just kind of like building up strength and stuff like that to goof off in a prison, and random people will pick fights with you and stuff like that.
Interesting.
There's also another one I think called School Days, made by the same people, where it just is like going to school.
Kind of like Bully.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's just more free, right?
Interesting.
There's no story or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
You just kind of do stuff. I think there is some violence in it, so I would, unless you are a teenager or a grown adult or older, I don't know how grown you can get, but whenever you reach that is like, that's the time when you play
Sure.
that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, Fruit Ninja and Jetpack Joyride.
Oh, Jetpack Joyride. What was your favorite the big vehicles? Like the
Ooh.
power-ups?
I would have to say the mech, I think.
That one was cool.
I think I liked that. Or what is it? Like they made like the jet ski / boat thing.
That one was really cool. I really like the dragon.
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
that one? Hi, Emily. Emily's waving at us
Yeah.
from the studio window.
Shout out to Emily.
What does she want? I don't know.
Does she want in? Does she want to be the first
you
live
want in?
guest?
All right, stall the people, Jet.
Stall. Oh, Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm the one that has to do stuff right now. I have to talk while Jackson is gone, and I'm quite frankly gonna lose it, you know? I mean, like, I like this guy, but he's he's my everything. I can't do this without him. I mean, oh.
She said that she, quote, just
Oh.
wanted to interrupt us.
Just wanted to interrupt us. Well, she successfully did that because I didn't know what to do.
Absolutely did. I'm sure you bombed for that, 15 seconds that I was gone?
Jackson, I think I cried more times I did there than I did all throughout this episode. I'm just crying this episode.
Okay, so mobile games.
Yeah, what were yours?
I was huge on Jetpack Joyride, the original Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite. That is where I was introduced to Minecraft.
Gotcha.
And I have very, very dear memories of... so my sister used to take piano lessons. Mm-hmm. And I would go, because I wasn't young enough to stay home, I would go to... the piano teacher's name was Miss Marie, and she gave piano lessons at her house. Beautiful house on the west side. And it was like, she was like, you know, just kind of like your grandma. She would give me a cookie, and she had all these trees to climb, and she had this really pretty den and a fireplace, and I used to sit there and play Jetpack Joyride specifically, and Angry Birds Space, and Minecraft Pocket Edition on my mom's Samsung Galaxy S3 probably.
That is awesome.
Good memory. She gave me a pan flute one time.
Yeah. Oh,
that was weird, but
okay. What is it called? Infinity Blade. Did you ever play that?
Oh, was that the one that was like Dark Souls?
Kind of, where you come across one enemy at a time and you have to like do the swipe patterns on it.
Yeah. That game was awesome.
That was incredible. That is probably the best mobile game I think I've ever played.
Except for, did you ever play Dead Trigger?
I did not play Dead Trigger.
Okay, I totally cut you off there.
No,
too,
you're
so
good.
My bad.
The reason why I liked Infinity Blade is because you could just pick it up and like leave off whenever, and then you just get as far as you can, and then you'd start over, and I think you'd get stronger gear. Mm-hmm. You just work towards stronger gear until you could finally take on that final guy.
Sure.
Which I don't think I ever did, but
yeah, I don't think I ever made it that far. Earn to Die. Do you remember that game?
I do remember it, kind of, but I never got it.
You never played?
Was that another zombie game?
It was a zombie game where you powered up your car to go. You had to go across the United States, but it was set up like two-dimension, like platformer. So you would buy boost and you would buy weaponry for your car. You could upgrade ammo and like your jetpack and your tires and your spikes and everything. That game was really cool.
Yeah, I got big into computer gaming, like not on a good computer, but like in like 6th grade. So I was cut off pretty early from the mobile game stuff like that.
Sure.
Because there reaches a time where you just get too busy for it, or you find something else. Obviously, I don't think it ever leaves you because your smartphone never leaves you. But it's I don't know. It's kind of just something that sticks with you pretty fondly. And it's really funny, too, because they're just like anymore. A lot of them are just mass produced, like garbage.
Oh, for sure. Mobile game ads have gotten bananas if you've seen them out there lately.
Yeah, what's the most bananas one? I forget. Oh, Mafia City.
Mafia City is pretty bananas. What's the one about the lady's garden? Julia's Garden?
Houseescapes or something like that?
Or something. No, I'm pretty sure it's called Somebody's Garden. Not actually Somebody's Garden, but you get what I mean.
I think so.
And there's just like there's this whole storyline behind the ads where each one is different. There's one where she's with her husband, and then her husband finds another gal, and then she starts cheating on her husband, but then oh no, she gets pregnant with this other guy, and it's like, I'm sorry, what does this have to do with planting turnips? I honestly, I don't get it.
I think I know exactly what you mean, like the drama ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one, sorry, you were about to say something?
No, I just don't remember if it was like Dreamscapes or something weird like that, or I don't know what the name was, but I know what you're talking about, where it's just like save her or whatever. No, that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. AFK Arena I think does that too with their ads. It's like save her or betray her.
Yeah. There's all the ones where it's like lava under one and gold under one, and you have to pull the pins.
Yeah,
You know those?
Yep.
Those are bananas, man. What is
Yeah.
up with those?
Yeah, a lot of them are just puzzles or like infinite games.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of were in the past, like Jetpack Joyride was, but that was an innovator.
Jetpack Jar. Yeah, no, that blazed some trails. I gotta ask, were you a Temple Run guy or were you a Subway Surfers?
Oh, Temple Run.
Oh, thank goodness, somebody with taste. I asked my girlfriend that too 2 nights ago. If she had said Subway Surfers, I'm sorry, it's not working out.
Yeah.
I would have broken up with her on the spot, probably.
Yeah, whatever those monkey things chasing after you were, I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be, but
Skeletal mooses?
something.
That's actually kind of what the face looked like. You know that white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what the face looked like.
Yeah, no, they were some weird creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if they were just like, I hope I remember it. I hope I'm not like insulting, like maybe somebody made like a beautiful character model. It's just like a supermodel or something running after him, and I'm just like, yeah, it was a horrible monster. No.
Oh, good times. Good mobile game times. Did you ever play... Let's see what else. Oh, here's a question. What was your go-to Flash game site?
Go to Flash games?
Mhm.
Ooh, that's tough. Probably, was it Miniclip?
I was a Miniclip kid too. What did you play on Miniclip?
I don't remember exactly what all I played. There was also, what is it? Did you ever play that like Age of War game? I don't remember if that was on there.
Was that the one where you go throughout history and there's like...
There's like 5 eras and you just like
Yeah.
spawn troops going at one
Yeah, yeah,
another.
yeah.
And it had a really epic soundtrack too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was definitely the one I played the most.
You know when you go back and revisit a game that you couldn't pass, or like levels that you couldn't pass as a kid? I beat, oh shoot, what's it called? Raft Wars. Do you remember that game? Where you're in the raft with your little baby brother and you gotta shoot the tennis balls and the rockets and the grenades and
Oh,
the guy's throwing stuff at you?
I don't think I played that one. There's like a lot of games that I didn't end up playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never played Pop Tropica.
I don't think I ever played Pop Tropica either.
Yeah, my first like account game I think was like, other than what was on Steam. Like my parents made the account for me. It was like Webkins.
Sure.
But yeah,
Yeah, I had Webkins. What's up, Chad? I don't know what is up with people. We've never had people looking at us through the window or recognizing us. But
dude, I'm telling you, it's the Einstein's traffic. It's the people that are coming from the bagel place.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they have all the seating down here now, and that's like the only reason why you'd come down here.
yeah,
I mean,
okay.
not really. It's a really good place to study, honestly.
It is.
But or if you need mail, but
This
oh man, he's at the window.
this has me. Oh, Allie's here too now. This has me begging the question that how important do you think we could make ourselves become? You've seen the videos of the guy who hires paparazzi for himself and just calls himself famous because people want to fit in so bad that they'll believe whatever you tell them. Like
I've
they'll
heard of
just be
that.
like, they won't admit that they haven't heard about it. It's like the guy going around and asking people the day before the Super Bowl, did you see the Super Bowl last night? And they won't admit that they,
Haven't seen it yet.
yeah, because it hasn't happened yet. But what begs the question is, do you think we could just get a bunch of people to come and like flood the windows and take pictures and stuff?
Like
and
Good
see-
Morning America. Like
Yeah, that would be hilarious. And we could see if other people actually like started to care who we didn't hire to do this.
Yeah, they have to be like sporting all the Planet Fitness merchandise though, like because that's like the thing at Times Square is like everyone has Planet Fitness stuff.
Oh, you mean like when the ball drops?
I think so.
It's just like one company sponsors it.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
all Planet Fitness.
Is
I'm
it
pretty
always
sure.
Planet Fitness?
That's what comes to mind anyway. I don't think it's always
Huh.
that, and I don't think it's only that, but that's like the one that really stuck in my head.
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you like to be in Times Square when the ball dropped? Would you do that?
I don't know. I've always wanted to try going to a big city. Probably not in Times Square, especially with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I could ever live in a bigger city. Maybe I could. It depends, like, how nice the people are. But just, like, what you hear about New York is, like, everyone's just kind of, they're in the zone, right? They got places to be. They're kind of like ants moving quickly to their next colony or whatever.
Yeah.
But
no, that's something I would miss about living around here a lot, is just the simplicity of something like the Midwest wave. Like when I'm passing somebody on some back road or whatever, how you do the 2 fingers off the steering wheel. Hey, do you do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the
Midwest
like
wave.
The thank you or whatever, or it's like they let you go or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Traffic is so nice in the Midwest. If
I
we
know.
have any listeners that aren't from the Midwest.
We just got a bunch of nice people. I love the Midwest. People call us irrelevant, which, might be true, but I like it here.
Just you wait until Dunch skyrockets to the top of the billboard.
We're going to be bigger than, let's see, what are things we'll be bigger than? Coca-Cola.
That trash can right there.
That trash can. Shakespeare.
Probably the trash can outside.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. Did you?
Any other trash cans, Jet?
I don't know. Probably
Amy Schumer. No, too far.
Very, very much too far.
I'm still glad I said it.
I think she's made good reform.
Has she?
From what she was.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I don't
that's true. I haven't.
Like, she's devoting more time to being a mother and stuff now.
Oh, that's good.
So.
I mean, I had no problem with what she was doing in her family life. I just thought her stand-up was incredibly poorly written and,
Isn't it, like, a lot of just stolen jokes?
Oh, yeah, there are compilations of her and how closely her jokes run with other people. And that's the thing is, that's why if you're going to be a comedy fan, which I am, and I'd love to try stand-up one day, I listen to so much stand-up comedy so I can know, has this been done yet? Because a lot of the ways that comedians try and rope in audiences is through relatable experiences. And if you're writing about relatable experiences, chances are your buddy who's also trying to become a stand-up is writing about the same thing.
Yeah. See, I'm afraid to, like, watch stand-up and stuff like that because I feel like I'm going to copy it.
You don't want to be influenced. I get that.
I hate copying so much. Like, I'm fine with copying as long as credit is given where it's due, right? Like, I don't care if I see somebody wearing someone's merchandise, right? That's clearly being a fan. That is, I think, healthy. But when you, like, if I tell someone a joke in private and then they go and they start sharing that with all the close people in my life, when that comes back to bite me because I shared something, that's when it hurts, right? That's what I hate.
Yeah.
As far as it goes, I think we're pretty much close to done here.
Yeah, we're 1 minute over already. So, my gosh, 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Our new time is 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Yeah? What?
Yeah, 4 o'clock on Wednesdays. I was going to have you come over here, but then I realized we have microphones that we kind of need to use to be heard.
I was going to say, what's up?
You should do the slogan thing.
What slogan?
Attempt it. The call sign.
Oh, shoot. I can't really read it from
here.
here.
This.
89.1 KBHU. Yeah? KBHU, The Buzz, where music comes first.
Yeah. And there's also the 90.7
and
KJ.
90.70. I guess I could read it off of here.
Yeah, read it off of there, except for...
Where music also comes first.
Yes.
As well.
That's it.
I thought it was catchy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
Please tune in next time.
Yeah,
Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
You might hear that joke. You might not.
Yeah.
You'll have to come find out.
We'll tell the joke. We'll tell the joke. We won't hold out any longer.
Jet just winked at me, implying that we will not be telling the joke.
All right. Well, time to cut his mic.
All right. Bye, guys.